It's Lindsey Dovali. Tons going on here at UNLV. Let's see what happened this week. This is your Rebel Rewind. Here for Rebel Report's Timeout, we have Chris Shaw, head coach of the UNLV women's soccer team. So Chris, before preseason, you guys were predicted 8th in conference. You guys are currently 1st. What happened there? Are you surprised or?
You know, I don't know. I wouldn't say that I'm surprised. I know that we had a lot of talent.
He is courtside with Kevin Gonzalez now, Lindsey.
Hi guys, I'm here with the left-handed man himself, Kevin Gonzalez. So how's your confidence now moving on in the tournament?
It's pretty good. Honestly, I've been training a little bit.
Yeah, Abraham, you had a fire that just hit you in that match. Like, what sparked that?
I think getting our you-know-whats kicked in the first game was very frustrating, but we're better than that.
Off a rough loss last week, the Rebels are here again facing off against the Fresno State Bulldogs. They both have an identical 1-3 record, and UNLV has decided to start their third-string quarterback, Dalton Sneed. Rebels started the game out strong by scoring a touchdown first and then continued their lead over the Bulldogs throughout the game. Third-string quarterback Dalton Sneed even scored a touchdown in the third quarter that is the new record for the school with a 91-yard rush. This play was even featured on SportsCenter's Top 10.
What's really important to focus on for this team in these last 2 non-conference games before they start their conference season?
Well, as we know about UNLV, they're a very young team, which means they have a lot of inexperience. Doesn't mean they don't have a lot of talent. They just need the experience. I talked to Rich Ryerson last game, and he pretty much said, you know, the more games, the better. They're just trying to prepare for conference. They're trying not to reflect too much on the losses and just work forward. That's right. Honolulu is almost 3,000 miles away, and though last year was a different story for our Rebels with a 41-21 win over the Warriors, the last time they met specifically in Aloha Stadium, it was heartbreaking, a game they could have won if not for that last-second ending. An impressive win for the Rebels after winning their first conference game following a string of losses. Now they move on to next week versus San Diego State on the road. I'm Lindsey Dovali for the Rebel Report. Hey guys, I'm here for our last interview of the year, and I'm here with Stan Stolte, the head baseball coach. This is his second year as the head coach, and this is actually his first time on the show. So Stan, I thought I'd start off talking to you about your fall. So you guys had the Scarlet and Gray World Series. Were your expectations where they were supposed to be?
Well, that's kind of after we evaluate after the total fall's done, and yeah, we're happy where we're at.
Hi, this is Lindsey Dovali for UNLVRebels.com. I'm here at Earl E. Wilson Baseball Stadium. Let's see what happened in sports this week. This is your Rebel Rewind.
Thank you, Rebel Report, for coming out and watching us pitch today. Corey and I had a tremendous time, and Lindsey did a great job.
Make sure you guys come out to our first game, February 17th.
Well, Lindsey, that was pretty interesting. How did you enjoy throwing that?
It was a lot of fun. I'm not very good.
How fast do you think that ball went?
Oh, you know, a good 3 miles per hour.
Well, on the bright side, we are very excited for baseball season to get into full swing.
Well, that's all we have for this week's show. Thanks for tuning in.